Welcome back, everybody. I'm just doing the evening pasture move, and I want to show you guys something pretty poignant. We just got the book Sacred Cow by Diana Rogers and Rob Wolf. Diana Rogers is a nutritionist, I believe, who's really heard the cry and taken up the call of regenerative agriculture and been one of our greatest allies, our regenerative practitioners, as far as the consumption of meat. And one of the things that we all talk about is how regenerative livestock leads to increased wildlife and increased health of the land. So between her book, Sacred Cow, and Nicolette Nyman's book, Defending Beef, I don't feel there's any argument that could possibly stand up to any vegan propaganda, especially the documentaries that were so half-assed, like Cowspiracy and What the Health. One of the points that we, regenerative folk, try to make, whether we are regenerative in a garden or regenerative in a pasture, is that we support wildlife. We support an abundance of creatures that we cannot harvest directly. And that's the way we want it. So while I've been talking, I don't know if you have noticed the pastures. Absolute abundance of bugs. They are everywhere. I am admittedly somewhat of a mouth breather, especially during pollen season, and it is very, very hard to be a mouth breather in these type of pastures. There's so much diversity, we're able to support so many more bugs, and we always let the grass recover. This grass hasn't really recovered, so it's a very bad point. But the time has been plenty. We just haven't gotten a whole lot of rain. So we are moving these guys on very, very tight, very small paddocks. The clover is completely recovered. A lot of it has already gone to seed and everything. So it is what it is. But you can see, in addition to just a couple flies around little Max here, as he walks, there is gobs and gobs of grasshoppers and moths and crickets and whatever the heck else are in there. So let's go in here and check out what was planned to be a burn pile 3 years ago. We just left it. We haven't had an excuse to burn it. It's come up with some good weeds. There's a bit of poke. It is what it is. Animals don't really like that, but it is another haven for birds, insects. There's probably a good amount of snakes in there, and weeds that the animals love. That sheep was, well, that one right there, that white one, is eating honeysuckle. There's ivy, there's ragweed, there's hackberry, there's limbs, small young limbs of oak. All kinds of stuff in here. I don't know why that camera is jumping. At least that's what I see. Hopefully it's not jumping for you all. So in here we have a really nice balance of real tall lush grass, a couple annual grasses, a little bit of fescue, some orchard grass. We've got ironweed, clovers, white and red. We've got wildflowers, and then we have some ash saplings. We've got goldenrod, all kinds of food for everybody, not just corn and soy, corn and soy, corn and soy, corn and soy. Hey, you guys want some corn and soy? These guys wouldn't know what to do with it. Yeah, I'm looking at you, steer. So These guys are going to spend the night in here. I know it's kind of a waste of all this wonderful shade, but they'll clean it up, and we'll move them again onto that patch first thing in the morning and keep the cycle going. You guys take care.